Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? I'm sorry?
I'm not running for president. I wanted to see your view on the cause of the Civil War.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government and what the rights of the people are. And I will always stand by the fact that I think government was intended to secure the rights and freedoms of the people. It was never meant to be all things to all people. Government doesn't need to tell you how to live your life. They don't need to tell you what you can and can't do. They don't need to be a part of your life. They need to make sure that you have freedom. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
No, you've answered my question. Thank you.
Next question.
After playing another round of golf with his wife, Jones said, "When Nikki Haley staggered when questioned on the Civil War, it reminded me of the Saturday Night Live parody That Was of Sarah Palin's brain fog during an interview. I can see Russia from my house. LOL. Yes, that's the phrase that became so popular. That line actually originated with an SNL spoof, but it might have nuanced a much larger problem with that particular candidate than what she wanted to reveal. And it's in this sense that I seriously question Nikki Haley's competence and honesty. And I should add, Vivek Ramaswamy also nuanced her lack of knowledge in the debate. He said, I made a bet that Nikki Haley couldn't even name just 3 regions of eastern Ukraine that she wants to send America's sons and daughters to die fighting for. It turns out that I was right. Unfortunately, politicians like Nikki Haley typically have a game plan that is somewhat of a twist on an Isaac Asimov script. My ignorance is just as good as your knowledge.
Hi, man. So foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to note that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for. And there's her puppet masters right there. The donors right there that are playing her like the puppet masters.
Hold on.
So many people keep asking me why I'm committed to a process and not a conclusion. It's not like I don't have conclusions, but I'm looking for better methodologies that would tease out this and that. Therefore, my conclusions are actually in question. And so I work through them, with them, but through them in order to arrive at better outcomes. And so being committed to a process, not a conclusion, is extremely valuable in my life and others.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think? Carnival? No?
Yeah,
Carnival?
well, we got as soon as we got here, people started moving stuff out. I don't know if that has any relationship to us entering, but I'm starting to take it personally. I was expecting to. Anyways, the music is fantastic.
Yeah, the music is great. What about my shoes?
Well, it's the first thing that people notice. Yeah. Stands out. Get a shot of those shoes. I mean, he took a lot of time putting them on this morning.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
that's a nice shoe.
Good time, great taste. I'm loving it.
Great shoe. Let's
Love
go.
them.
wickedness, you have willful sins. That's why you have no understanding, because you have not let go of your willful sins. There's two different kinds of sins in life. There's a willful one and there's an ignorant one, and you're living in an ignorant one. That's why you have no grace.
I have no grace.
You have no grace because you're in a willful sin. Hebrews 10:26 says, if you continue to do a willful sin, the blood of Jesus Christ doesn't cover that sin no more, and you have no coverage of sins. Thank you.
You're wearing a cross. What does that mean to you?
My Father in heaven, I believe He helped me with everything else, everything I need. He helped me with my problem. You know?
Do you ever feel like He's not meeting your needs since you're on the street?
No. He always meet my needs. No matter what goes on, my Father help. He always on me. Cause at His time, He don't never give you what you want. He give you what you need. He always meet my needs.
Well, we certainly do love you very, very much, and we're going to try to help you, okay? Thank you.
Thank y'all too.